This is the Rabbit Report. I am Rabbit. Tonight, I'm going to be unboxing a couple things. I'm going to be unboxing this. Oops. Here you go. A lot of glare there. This major wrestling figure podcast, ringside exclusive. What is this? I guess table and or podcast set, table and chairs. Got your table, your microphone, and your chairs, and some headphones. I mean, it's basically like the commentator set for like a wrestling event, but it's for a podcast. So there's this one. Both of these were limited. It says, can you see that? Limited, one of 500. And the other one is this one, the TLC set, Ultimate Ladder and Table playset. So it comes with some chairs, the collapsible table, and a ladder. And don't actually know what this has to do with the podcast, but it's just a fun set. These are limited edition. I am going to be opening them up for sure. But because it's a very limited edition and I love the Major Wrestling Figure podcast, I am actually going to keep this box. So the other thing that I've got here is I've got my Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins figures, aka Brian Myers and Matt Cardona. And I guess I would say if you are not into wrestling or wrestling figures, maybe skip this episode and check out the next Rabbit Report. But I will get these opened and we'll check them out. Alright, so here we are. I'm going to unbox these items. Let's go ahead and get Broski and Kurt out of here so I can get these out of their boxes. We'll start with the Ultimate Table and Ladder playset. As you can see, it's limited to 300 pieces. And yes, I am going to unbox it. So if you're not interested in seeing that, then avert your eyes now. Oh my god. So exclusive to WrestlingFigures.com or Ringside Collectibles. And let's see what's on the back. So it includes 10-inch ladder, 3-piece breakaway table, and 2 folding chairs. I guess you could use the chairs to either seat your figures or smash them over the heads, over their heads, because they are wrestlers. So I don't think there's any tape on this box. I think I can just pop it open, and yeah, right away you can see you got your Major Wrestling Figure podcast chairs, folding chairs. I've never actually played with any of these elite scale folding chairs. I've only messed with the SH Figure Arts chairs. So we got that there. Got another one here. I'll pick that up later, actually. Got this ladder. It comes in, did not realize this comes in pieces, but it's in the beautiful purple and gold of the show colors. What else? We got a table here. Major Wrestling Figure podcast table. This does break in 3 pieces in case you wanted to like throw your wrestling figures, your podcasters through the table. So I should mention that the Major Wrestling Figure podcast is a podcast hosted by Matt Cardona and Kurt Hawkins, or Brian Myers. And I think they've been doing the podcast for, I don't know, I want to say 2-3 years now. But it's basically a show about wrestling figures, and it kind of got me back into collecting wrestling figures and wrestling in particular. So yeah, it's been fun, and I love that they've kind of come up with their own like merch for the figures. So let's get this out of here. We've got the expandable ladder portion, and I think this just snaps into this. That. And this goes. I had no idea this is like as big as it is, and I will actually have some nice photos of all of this merch, of all these accessories. But anyway, you can see on the side, the ladder has the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast logo, purple and gold. Let's see. Let's put this to the side here. I'm going to open up the other box. Here, the podcast playset, aka the commentator's table. But I like that it has like the logos and scratch that figure itch, which is something they say on the podcast quite a bit. On the side, scratch that figure itch. Major Wrestling Figure Podcast playset. Another scratch that itch. And it's of course exclusive to Ringside Collectibles at WrestlingFigures.com. So this includes the announcer's table, folding chairs, 2 monitors, 2 microphones, 2 headsets. And they are in the scale of, I believe they're in the scale of the Elite, the Mattel Elite figures, so they should fit my Hawkins and Ryder figures. The podcast, they have come out with their own like branded figures, but they're actually not, I think, in the same scale. And to be honest, I have not been able to acquire a set of those figures, but that's, so maybe someday. But I know they're also coming out with the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast like t-shirts for the figures, as well as the championship belt or championship title. Let's see, so we've got, this goes on the top of the announce table. There's a whole bunch of stuff that just fell out. I think this, I don't know if this table comes apart or if it's just like built in 2 sections. So I think it just, goes on top like that. Oh, I see, it clips in here. Alright, so scratch that figure itch on the side. And you got your, focus here. You got your Major Wrestling Figure Podcast monitors for some reason. I don't know why you would need that. You've got your headsets so that you can talk to each other while you're recording your podcast. And you've got more Major Wrestling Figure Podcast folding chairs, this time in purple, and the other ones are in black. And I think we've got a microphone here. It's actually, pretty nicely detailed right here. There might be, there's 2 more monitors, a monitor and 1 more microphone in here. And like I said, normally I would just crush those boxes and recycle them, but I'm actually going to keep them. So another monitor, and we've got this time a purple microphone. So anyway, I am going to get these set up. I'm going to put the figures on there, and I will actually also have like a nice turnaround so you can see the figures in the playset in action. So let me get that set up, and I'll be right
so I've gotten everything set up here. I've got the playset. I've got the figures. I've tried to include everything, but my booth is actually not big enough to include everything. So the one thing, my one sort of gripe, and it's really unclear what the scale of these accessories are, but the little headsets here, they don't fit on the heads of some of the figures very well. But that's like a really minor gripe, and otherwise I'm very pleased with this playset. I'm happy to have it. It's kind of a fun podcast playset here, and like I said, hopefully the shirts should for the Elite figures should be coming out soon, and I'll set this up again in my booth. I will have a turnaround of everything on my turntable here. So stick around for that. But thanks for watching the Rabbit Report. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you get all of the latest videos from the Rabbit Report. I'll have more photos of these figures and the playset on my Instagram. You can follow me at Rabbit Collect. And thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.